What happened at the start? Yeah, he just played with the phone. What was he doing at the start? Not much. He was just like moving his phone a lot and getting books and things. And I don't know what was happening. Yeah, he started off with Australian property law, but that was too big and thick. So then he moved from Australian property law to torts, cases, and commentary. Hello. Chris, hi. Appreciate you being here. Lachlan, hi. M. Genevieve, hi. John, good to see you. M, and I am, and you are. Duchins. Pippi and Dante. Stephanie, hi. Lachlan from Idaho. Beanstar, hi. Donovan from Atlanta. Peter, evening, mate. Nice to see you. Nice to see everyone. Nice to see everyone. This t-shirt is reflecting badly on the screen. It's making it hard to read the comments. Hey from Aaron, Canada. Zabulin, hi, appreciate your content. My son is autistic. Hi from Canada from Little Nothing. Wheels, hello. Sophie hi from Paris, I think. That's amazing, Sophie. Great to have you. Darren, g'day. Holy Jolokai. You made it. Nice to see you. I'm going to say sponge, but it's 5p anyway. It's a bullet in Colorado. Duchins, think he's doing such a great job. Thank you, Jenna. Hi, Jenna. Carl, what's on today's agenda? Good question. I've started working on my next video for, next week. And I'm just in the final phases of editing all that, getting it all cleaned up and ready to go. That's what's happening today. Plus, I'm just finished scripting the video to record that will be after, so in 2 weeks. Pippi, me, my daughter and granddaughter, all autistic. Wow. Little Nothing. Hey, Julie, greetings. You from Seattle, Holy Jolokai? Randy Crowder watching from Maryland, USA. Awesome. Julie, your selective amnesia podcast ticked. Don't worry, dyslexia is coming up soon. I did it again. Ticked all my boxes. Sponge, I thought I got it right. Thank you for clarifying. Nathaniel, hi from Chile. You guys like tickled better? My podcast tickled all your boxes. You know what? Honestly and truly, that's a t-shirt right there. That is a t-shirt right there. You tickle all my boxes. That's a t-shirt. Print it. You tickle all my boxes. Print. Randy, I should do more unmasked, unedited videos. I will, Randy. I will. Why would you like me to do more, Randy? What about them? Because I mean, from my point of view, this is the thing. When I do those, I just feel it's just me talking, and I don't know anyway. Jeffrey from Queens, NYC, yo. Donna, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Lachlan, you loved it. Loved the video on imposter syndrome. Oh, that's one that got put out yesterday, right? Give me a second here. Let's work this out. It's Tuesday, the 26th of March in Australia, 10:18 a.m. And it got put out yesterday, Monday. So thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Hi, Brittany. Autistic Not Rude. Hi from this Dutchie in the UK. Awesome. Thanks, Donna. I appreciate you appreciating the podcast. Jenna. Basically, Benny, hey, thank you. Where are we here? Secret Fox, you like that idea of the t-shirt? Okay, Randy, so you like it. It reminds you, resonates. I'm happy with the unmasked ones. Darren, absolutely understand that. It's late. You need to get some sleep. You need to get to sleep, my friend. Duchins, appreciate that. Thank you. Donovan, is it just me talking? No, it doesn't have to be me talking. You can ask questions. You can talk amongst yourselves in the chat. I mean, I'm not sure what else people do on live streams that isn't just talking. Open to suggestions, but I mean, I'll just reject all of them. Jeffrey, hi. Zucchini Boat Captain, hi. Thank you for being here. Whitney, hi, friend, says Whitney. Hey, Whitney, how are you? Great to see you. Thank you for being here. Bowl, New England in the house. Yo, yo. Someone said they have a question. Basically, Benny. Okay. Coriel, you'll have last the video too. Thank you for that. Oh, good, Darren. I'm glad you enjoyed that video. Holy Jolokai, Kia, I can't say your name. Holy, thank you for thanking me. I'm thanking you. I'm thanking you for thanking me. So thank you on behalf of me to you for your thanks. I'm thankful. Alex, happy to hear that. John, hi. Oh, okay, Holly. Well, thank you for sharing that story. It's awesome, late diagnosed. You're good. Are you, Whitney? I'm okay, Whitney. Thank you. I am okay. I'm just trying to be as productive as I can this week because, as you know, guys, it's a short week. This coming Friday is Good Friday. Well, I don't know how it works in where you are, but where we are in Australia, the Easter long weekend is a 4-day weekend. So this Friday is Good Friday. That's a public holiday. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And to stretch that out, the end of school term 1. So in Australia, school is calendar year. It starts in February. It goes to December. Then we have summer over Christmas. Anyway, so Thursday. So today's Tuesday. This Thursday afternoon, school holiday starts. So school finishes Thursday afternoon, and then we're into like 2.5 weeks school holidays. Now, I feel like I just got out of burnout and I just got out of being unproductive from Christmas holidays. So this is not a good scenario, but I'm doing my best anyway, Whitney. So that's where I'm at. That's how I'm going. It's Tuesday. I've got till Thursday to be productive. And then it's Easter, and then it's school holidays. Help me. Help me. So, oh man. Mari from Canada, hi. Jeffrey, Darren, have a great night. Basically, Benny, you have a question, I think. Sorry, basically, Benny, you might get answers from other people in the chat as well, because I can't keep up, but it looks like you're talking about being autistic and people not liking you for being the real you, and masking and that type of stuff. Obviously, if you want to talk to people, all you've really got to do is just kind of put at their name and then talk to them. Nancy, thank you with the demand avoidance video. Oh, okay, Whitney, so your neck of the woods, it's Wednesday through Monday off. Yeah, this is the issue, obviously, with Easter in Australia. It incorporates the end of term 1 of school. So basically, Easter is the start of what is a 2.5-week kind of holiday. So it's a bit intense. I always find it goes so fast between Christmas and Easter. Keep in mind too, it is probably the 25th where you are, the 26th where I am. So just to letting everyone know, it's only 9 months till Christmas. 9 months till Christmas, guys. Countdown is on. Bring it on. Get an advent calendar. I'd like to get a chocolate advent calendar that's 9 months long. That's right. That's right. Depleted Uranium Cowboy, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for being there, supporting me and with the book. C. Blaney, evening. Sarah, your video on imposter syndrome was like you took it from inside my head. Well, that's nice of you to say. I appreciate that. I do like to try and mine the minds of others. But thank you. And thank you for those that have checked it out. It got released yesterday. So I think it's a big thing for late diagnosed autistic people, especially, to have that kind of sense of, you have the evidence, you have the facts that it's true, but you still feel like a fraud or something. And it's really, I totally get it. Marshdat, thank you. Struggling to keep up with the chats now. I apologize. So I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. Autistic Renegade, hi. Lauren's here. Hi, Lauren. Very little opportunity to catch up now. I'm sorry. I've stuffed it up. I've missed too many comments. Care, hi. Yeah, actually, that reminds me. I remember in a live stream, maybe a week or two ago, I had another autistic content creator in the live stream, but I didn't realize they were autistic because their channel is ASMR, right? ASMR, the kind of different types of touching and tapping and sounds and soft spoken stuff and all that kind of stuff. And the channel's called My Muchness ASMR. My Muchness ASMR. And the reason I bring it up is because we got to talking on the live stream, and it turns out that My Muchness ASMR, who does some great stuff, is actually also autistic. And we talked about that as what a great way to tell your story in a whole different way. Imagine telling your autistic story while doing ASMR, like soft spoken, lots of noises. It's like that's a whole nother way of telling your story, which I think is just so good. And I bring it up because she put out a video very recently, only a few hours ago, and she goes into her story. Now, it's called Cozy Convo about Autism and Oracle Cards. That's the title of the video, but just go to her channel, My Muchness ASMR. And you know what? It's a really fascinating way to tell your story about diagnosis and the challenges you've had. And I really enjoyed it. And yeah, here's the thing. ASMR is not for everyone. And there's like aggressive, fast ASMR, and there's more, soft spoken, tingly kind of, there's different types of ASMR. In other words, it might not be for everyone. You might watch her video and you might want to really hear her story, but you just can't stay with it because of the type of ASMR tapping or whatever. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you or her. That just means that you guys enjoy different things. I'm just saying we should encourage and reward autistic content creators for telling their story in new and different ways. And why is that? Because different people like different things. And if all we have is autistic content creators who are just talking heads on camera, we're only going to attract a certain amount of people. And if we can find people that can tell their story in different ways, we're going to attract more people. And therefore, in my opinion, reach more people to help more autistic people. So I say thumbs up. I say thumbs up to My Muchness ASMR, and thumbs up to what she does, thumbs up telling her story. Obviously, if you have a channel that's based on ASMR and then you go and drop the autism thing, that could be a gamble, and that could be a fear, right? Oh, people aren't going to watch me anymore or like me anymore, right? So like it's a brave thing to do. So I just wanted to acknowledge that. I just think it's important that we not only acknowledge that we also, support it. So yeah, My Muchness ASMR, a great YouTube channel if you like ASMR, especially the fast stuff or the more aggressive stuff, but also a great video to watch that's been put out about sharing her story. So that's the thing about content creation, guys, or sharing your story. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. Like if you want to start a YouTube channel or you want to share your story or you want to create content and you think I should watch YouTube as a way of working out how to do that, you've already made a mistake. You've already made a mistake. It's the wrong thing to do. No one, who's truly successful in telling their story is successful because they told their story the same way everyone tells their story. That makes no sense. The people that are successful are the people who are clearly and obviously unique and are vulnerable and are real and open and honest and are them. And that's the best thing about content creation. So, I'm trying to catch up on comments here. I'm clearly not getting to as many as Lauren or Whitney or other mods are getting to because I'm not up with it. But it's great to see you guys chatting to each other. Do you know how to do that in this chat? Like I'm here, I get that I'm here, but just talk to each other. Like at their name and talk to them. You can, say hi, ask questions, answer questions, have a conversation. And hi to everyone who's just joining us. Oh, thanks, Sponge. I appreciate that. It's hard to focus and talk and see all the comments, especially as they go through, but I'll do my best. So the week is getting away from us. That's for sure, with Easter coming up. But speaking of autistic content creators, I was just talking about how there's, My Muchness ASMR has really given their vulnerable side some light. Thanks, Sarah. Shiloh, hi. My next video, which drops next week, so on Monday, which will be the Easter Monday night or morning or whatever it is another collaboration. So I made it very clear recently during burnout that I'm gonna wind back my collaborations unless they're collaborations that I just have nothing but just love and excitement to do. Like I really just want to do these collaborations, only because it's at a certain point you start to get a lot of messages and texts and comments and emails from people who I have no connection with, saying, I should be a guest on your podcast or your video or whatever. And you take it in good faith, but it gets overwhelming, right? It's like everyone wants. I never really said, hey, if you want to be a guest, So during burnout, I realized I should scale that back. My next video, which comes out on Easter Monday, if that's what you guys call it, the Monday after Easter, which I think is actually April 1st, by the way, April Fool's Day, but I'm not fooling you, is another collab. Whitney, did you ask if I was doing Claire's one? Well, obviously it was horrible. Obviously it was the shittiest ever episode recorded because I've done it. It's been released. So I've let you down, Whitney. I've let you down, apparently, because I've done the Autistic People Talking with Claire. I've been on it. It was on there a few weeks ago. It was that good. And she missed it. Anyway, yeah. So, and cat. But basically, this Monday's collab is another awesome late diagnosed autistic woman who has a YouTube channel, relatively new YouTube channel called Proudly Autistic. Her name's Karen. And we had a really phenomenal conversation about the kind of trauma of growing up as a child, going through, and even in teenage years, as a teenager, as a teenage girl, going undiagnosed and not really having access to the right diagnosis. And then also a really great conversation about misdiagnosis later in life. So as a woman, the misdiagnosis of borderline personality disorder, when it should have been autism, is such a common experience. So we have a conversation about that, and some really phenomenal conversations too about, about the troubles in the workplace and career. So from my point of view, like honestly, I really loved it. It was a great chat, but it's so real and raw, and I really think, as a late diagnosed autistic person, going through the kind of childhood we all went through, becoming a teenager, misdiagnosis, trying to get a diagnosis. She even navigated divorce. We talk about that the whole story. And you know what? I think you'll really enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. So yeah, how many autistic women have thought of or been misdiagnosed with borderline personality disorder by psychiatrists or psychologists? I know it's a lot. It's almost, well, it's not almost. It is like an epidemic issue. So it's a great conversation, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So that's coming out on Monday, which is obviously a week away. Working on that now with Karen from Proudly Autistic. You should go and check out her channel. And then sometime this week, hopefully I'll record my video for a couple of weeks away, which people keep asking for, and it's finally done. It's written here. Here it is. Good to go. Got it ready to rock and roll. It is Dyslexia and Autism. Dyslexia and Autism. People keep asking for it. It's coming up. Dyslexia and Autism. Not only how dyslexia manifests for people who have it, or for autistic people who have it, but also the actual connection between the two. Lauren, PMDD is absolutely on the coming up soon list. 100%. PMDD, it's absolutely coming up on the list. I've got a full script. It's on the way. Although I do feel awkward or wrong of me, clearly a man, doing a video on PMDD, given that it's an experience for a woman. So I'm kind of trying to do it in a way where I'm just trying to help people understand it and get the information out there, but I do feel kind of awkward about it. Someone asked, I have a script. Jeffrey, absolutely. Every video I do, I have a script. Now you think, what do you mean a script? So it's in effect a script I would class as to keep me on track. There's a lot of dot points. And also I break it into sections to keep my mind on track, right? So there's the setup, there's the welcome, there's the sections the videos are broken down into are all broken down in the script. It keeps me on track. Scripts are very important for autistic people, but for content creation, like you guys know, if you watch my videos, a lot of my videos go off on tangents, go off on stories, I start doing jokes or whatever. That's clearly not scripted. So this is just to keep me on track, right? This is just I want to provide you with information. Here's the information. As I provide it with you, I'll go off on tangents and I'll do funny little things, but I can always come back and go, what's next? So, yeah. One and only height. Oh, thanks, Corey. Yeah, phone calls and scripting is a big thing Whitney was talking about. I hate phone calls, but yeah, they're horrible. Receiving them is one thing, but making them, knowing you have to make them, knowing you've got to call someone about something today, I really hate that. Or expecting, when like if someone does it randomly, that's okay, but if you're expecting someone to call you, like I hate that too. All you got to do is put it in a text. Oh, I've got something to say, I'll give you a call later on. No, you won't. No, you won't. You can just say it now, yell it out. Oh no, it's private. Okay, you can text it. Right, just text it. Where do you think you are? It's 2024. There is no need for voicemails. There is no need for phone calls. Now you might go, yes, there is, Orion. Okay, cool. So if you're saying there's need for a voicemail, you're saying there's a need to tell someone something if they can't answer their phone. Oh yeah, what's that called? It's called texting. No, but you need voicemails, right? If I call you and you can't answer and it's important, I've got to tell you. Yeah, you can tell me, just text me. You see what I'm saying? I know phone calls are important. Sometimes you've got to talk to people. Oh yeah, great. Text me. No, I've got to talk to you. Okay, text me the words. You see what's wrong with you? None of this is needed. None of it. Voicemails. What do you mean voicemails? If you want to send me a personal message, okay, record it like a voice memo. Text me the voice memo. Text me the voice memo. That's all you got to do. Simple as that. And by the way, don't you hate missed calls? Just text me. I'd rather be text. The last thing I need is to have missed calls on my phone. Can I just say, as an autistic person, missed calls on my phone from numbers I'm not aware of or don't know where they're from can put my brain into all types of spins I will never fully recover from. Oh God, I wonder who that is. You know what? I bet I know who it is. Yeah, no. It's, you know what it is? It's probably that, that huge corporation. They probably call me to say I'm really amazing and want to give me a job or something. Or it's a lottery commission. I won the lottery. I never entered the lottery in my life. Well, you know what it is? It's probably the cops. They probably want to arrest me for doing, I don't know, what for? I don't know, making videos? Like, who is that person? Oh, you know that person from 20 years ago that said, oh, I like you, we should hang out. It's them. That's missed calls that I don't know who they are nothing but horrific. And I can't shake them. It's like, oh, I've got to clear them straight away out of my phone. I want to see them. Can't see them. Don't want to see the red lines, the red numbers, the no numbers, the whatever. And you see what I'm saying? Yuck. God help me. Missed calls. You know what? You missed your calling. You missed your calling in texting people. Basically, the only calls you could say are important would be emergency calls. But see, the thing with that is, like, you're not going to ever, it would be strange to receive calls from that, right? And you're only ever using it, you're only ever calling it when there's an emergency. So that's absolutely goes without saying. But that's a relatively irregular thing to experience. But I reckon there's probably a better way of doing it, though. You could have an app, an emergency app, right? You log in. What do you need? Okay, what's your symptoms? What's the issue? They could triage digitally. AI could triage and send the people to the right people instead of, stressed out humans. I don't know. Visible friend, hey, what's your beef, Orion? I don't know, ribeye, medium rare. Oh, right. Okay, so take that back. What's my beef? Everything. Everyone. Life. People. The worst. That's my beef. Yes, people, places, things, exactly. Exactly, Lauren, that is exactly right. Christina, I don't play an instrument. Tried to as a kid, but no, I don't. Conan's learning lots. He's learning guitar, piano, violin. He's learning lots of instruments at the moment, but yeah. My son, that is, sorry. Hi, Wendy. Do I ever go outside wearing my shirt with my face on it? No, I do not. Can you imagine? it actually sounds like a really good idea for content. I'd actually like to do that. I'd like to like walk into places and have it filmed just to see if people look at it and go, hang on a second. Is that him? Is that him? Is he him? Or, no, that doesn't make any sense. That's not him, is it? Is that him? Wait, is there a guy, that guy there, is he walking around with his face on his t-shirt? What's he walking around with his face on his t-shirt for? Doesn't make any sense. What's he got, some sort of obsession with his face? I'll prove it. I'll prove it. I have no obsession. I hate looking at my face. I rest my case. No further questions. Honestly, I'm not joking, by the way. I absolutely hate looking at my face. If I have one more my face in this room, I promise you, then you win and I lose. It's absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, apart from that one, absolutely not. Okay, that's it. Yep, pretty sure that's it. Pretty sure that's it. Yeah, so that's not my face. Oh, technically it could be. Technically it could be. Hey, that's my face and my face and my face. And my face. My face and my face and my face. In my face. Hello. 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 My face in the play button. Can you see me? Well, this is trippy, man. Yeah, that's just my 100,000 subscriber play button. No biggie. No biggie. Just my award for the different brilliant adult aspect recognition award. Just my award, guys. Just my award. Just my porch coffee mug, guys. No biggie. No biggie. Just my own best-selling worldwide book. No biggie. No biggie. What a dickhead. Oh, man. I apologize. I apologize. I should be proud, Duchins, but you know what? I'm not. I have absolutely no pride or self-worth over anything I've achieved. I don't know why. People say it all the time. Are you serious? Like, nah. That's the thing about content too. If you have a job, right? Okay, you do a job and you do your job, you go home, right? And then that's that. But with content, it's not that's that. Right? I could have made a video 2 years ago and tomorrow it can be judged again. Like your work, if I was to say, g'day guys, we're going to get together. We're going to judge how your work was August 2022. It's like, huh? That day's gone. But this job, it never ends. You never get a break. It's just a sausage factory. So it's hard to be proud of things when all you're doing is, pushing forward. But anyway. And by the way, I reckon 100,000 subscribers for a channel on autism, that should be platinum, that thing. Like, anyway, it's hard, man. Man, there's lots of... Okay. Ink, thank you. And what did I miss, Lauren and Whitney? Have I said something bad? There's like 1,000 comments being deleted a minute. Am I offending people? Did I do something wrong? Okay. In the end, my friends, if If there's lots of people commenting, sure, bad ones can be trashed, but you know what? It just gets more people watching, brings more people in, and then we can reach more people and help ourselves. So in the end, energy, my friends, energy. Oh, thanks, Ernestine. Appreciate that. I hate looking at myself and listening to myself. Editing I like editing, the art of it, but it's horrible. I get so sick of looking and hearing. I never watch anything back the second. Once I've edited it, I never watch it again. Never watch it back. Never. And if I've ever done a video for other channels, like being interviewed on other channels, never watch it. I couldn't think of anything worse than watching myself. Though 146,000 subscribers would disagree, Orion. they would not disagree. That, yeah, no. But you know what? I think that that perfectionism part of being an autistic person is a really big thing, and that is very much anchored to this kind of mindset. Because in the end, there is, I think, for autistic people, there is a tendency, because of the kind of rigid thinking, is to see things only as done properly or not. This has been correctly completed or it hasn't. This is exactly how it's supposed to be or it isn't. So this is perfect or failure. Now, of course, if it's not perfect, it could still be incredible. It could still be better than most others. But if it's not perfect, it's a failure. And that's one of the things that can make it really hard for an autistic person. And yeah, the perfect is the enemy of the good or something. I've heard that before. I've heard that phrase, perfect or perfection is the enemy of, of good or whatever. I've heard that a lot. I actually find that a really strange thing to say, because, yeah, my mind, again, this is an autistic thing. My mind can't, you say good, my mind says mediocre. How are you at something? Like, I'm really, really good at that, right? I'm very good, really good. I'm the best, right? They're getting towards where I need to be on if I do anything. But just see, really good and good are different. But if you're just saying, how are you at that? Oh, I'm okay. Oh, I'm pretty good. That means you're crap. In my mind, that means you're crap. That's you saying, I'm really bad at it. So, of course, perfection should be the enemy of good. And good should be your enemy. Mediocrity or being good at things should be your enemy. So when people have this example, not here, but like I've had it in the past, when I say, oh, this is not right, you could make this service better. They're like, well, hey, Orion, perfection is the enemy of good. It's like, but I want it to be. Good is my enemy. You're like, your good ways of helping people are crap. That's why I want them to be better. So yeah, I want good to be the enemy. Good is the enemy. Good is mediocrity. Good is failing autistic people. Good is not and good enough. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Scotsman, thank you for being here. Thank you for popping in. Thanks, Rachel. Appreciate that. Being here. Have a good dinner with the gremlins. It seems like I'm working much less than Lauren and Whitney, the mods, and that doesn't sound very good. That's bad. I apologize for that. They're doing a great job. I'm doing much better, Scotsman. Getting out of burnout, moving on. Straight away, getting into Easter school holidays. So I'm bracing, hopefully for the best. Thanks, Alex. Alex, I appreciate that. Alex Kidd, your unedited videos, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll do my best to get more out there. I've got plenty of stuff to talk about, so I'll do my best to get more out there. The question is what? So many things to talk about. Emily Gamer, hi. Jay Sutton, I don't have a stream schedule, mate. No, I like to be spontaneous and unpredictable. A bit like my gut. I don't know what that means. Stephanie, I appreciate that. I saw something before I was going to mention that you said, but I've lost it now. Do I like Dr. Pepper? I love Dr. Pepper. It's one of my favorite drinks. Can't really get much of it or great access to it in Australia, but I definitely like it. You can get it, but it's not easy. Oh, that doesn't sound very good, Alan. Hello from Italy. Great to have you. Thanks, Nick. Thank you for that. And also, hi, Nicole. Great to hear you're getting there. I do like living in Australia. Lauren. Do they have ketamine in Australia? I had my first treat a couple of weeks ago and it was very weird. I don't know. I don't know much about ketamine or medications. I just don't. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. We definitely have medications in Australia because like everyone has medications. I'm not sure what do you take it for? Like you can take medication for ADHD or anxiety or depression or like, but I'm not too sure. I can't really talk about your experience and stuff based on that, but I'm interested to hear it. Ernestine Grace, thank you for your support. Your question, Do any other autistic people have very vivid dreams they can always remember? I have since I was 5 when I could sleep, of course. Yes. That's a good question, Ernestine. What about you guys? Do you guys have really vivid dreams you can remember? You know what? I think it is. Well, in fact, some people can actually have a sleep condition where they think they have vivid dreams, but in fact, the part of their body that's supposed to be paralyzed while sleeping isn't, and you can actually have these dreams because you're physically acting it out in your sleep. You don't realize it if you're alone or you're not around people. It's something that I've certainly do. I start doing things in my sleep. But yeah, dreams can be very, very vivid. They tend to wear down a bit though as you get older and you have more stress. And when you sleep, it's a lot more like a exhausted, stressed sleep. And also different medications will kind of change that. But I don't think it's uncommon, absolutely. Visible friend, did you know you were famous? I didn't. I asked Siri to search what the heck PDA was, and the article from the UK uses a quote from some Orion Kelly guy. Really? I'm in an article from the UK? Ketamine is a treatment administered in the presence of a therapist. It's a mild psychedelic. Okay, and what do you have it for? What's the point of it? I think Autistic Renegade, I think we do have ketamine infusions in Australia, but I don't know much about it. Okay, either do I. Okay, so Lauren, you're saying it's a new treatment for depression and anxiety, still very new to the market. Okay, well, I haven't experienced it. If you have experienced it, does it work? How does it feel? I haven't. And I can't keep up. I think reoccurring dreams too sometimes that really agitate me. Sometimes I get so over them, I'm so bored of them, I almost get anxious. But yeah. It's like, man, if I'm in that place again or that type of dream again, I'm bored. I don't want to be. Can I stop? Like, I hate all that kind of stuff. But anyway, it just agitates me. Sneaky elbow. I get this a lot. Do I have a Discord server? I get this a lot. The answer is no, I don't. I understand why people ask. The bottom line is, if I have a Discord server, right, so my name's on it, it's mine, I'm responsible for it. That's a whole nother level of responsibility, of management, of upkeep. you know, blah, blah, blah. So that's the answer. I don't, because, you know, I can barely stay afloat doing just what I do now. But I acknowledge that they can be great places for, you know, like-minded people to meet up. Totally get that. Yeah, Coral, that's right. That's great. People could actually just create a server about, you know, for like-minded people, autistic people or whatever, and do it like that. Agree. Scotsman, yeah, I'm happy to hear you resonated with the imposter syndrome video. I'm hearing a lot of that today in this chat, so that's really great to hear. I mean, that was obviously that was put out yesterday, but I'm happy to hear that. That's the whole point, trying to help people feel validated. You're not a fraud. You know, it's an experience a lot of people go through, so that's good to hear. What was becoming a parent for the first time like as an autistic man? It was hard. I found it very hard from the very start. I wasn't prepared for the sensory overload, and also the kind of the bombardment of demands on, you know, on you as a person. Very early on, it was quite overwhelming. That's for sure. But also, you know, in a way, you know, really peaceful and relaxing, and really helped me grow as a person. I mean, yeah, sure, you're going to be overwhelmed by noises and different things. Okay, but you know, it's not always like that, and there is a connection, and so yeah, I think there's a lot of amazing things, and there were a lot of challenges. I guess people would go, a lot of dads are like that, right? They find the whole thing a bit overwhelming, but you know, it's just a bit different though, like the sounds and the demands and the different things. But yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it though. I really enjoyed the, you know, the early years. I found it really nice. Hi, Groovy Lisa, how are you? Shadow Hale, thank you. You and your son are enjoying this stuff. I appreciate it. That's great to hear. Smith, greetings from Christchurch, New Zealand. Great to have you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here from your beautiful country. You think I'm in the future? Christchurch, New Zealand is even more in the future. Two Skies, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. It's really great to have. Wow, it's really great to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy your night. Thanks for coming, Sneaky Elbow. I'm glad you met some people. It's fantastic. Don't forget, guys, when you are here, you can just hang out in the chat and chat to people. Just at their name and then say whatever you wanted to say. Answer questions, reach out, say hey, that kind of stuff. That's what it's all about. Whew. Oh, man. Alien, do you work, Orion? You know what? My background is in my background, kind of like career-wise, is in media, mostly in radio. So I've definitely worked, as a full-time employee in radio, but over the last few years, I was still in radio, and then when I decided to make content, I started to just focus on that, and now that's my work. I mean, I've obviously written a book, but that's my work. So now I work at home and create content, podcasts, videos, that type of stuff, and I see that as my full-time job. The difference is, of course, I'm not actually employed, don't get holiday leave or sick leave, or really don't make a wage so much. But it's more important to me to make my work something that can help people and serve people and make a difference. So that's what I chose to do. Ink GZ, thank you. Thank you for being here. Blondes, thank you. I'm grateful to hear that you find them validating. That's the whole point of the videos. Hopefully it can help you feel less alone, like the chat room. Luke, I'm glad you had an aha moment with that video. Yes, that's right. You're not a bad person. You're different. I'm glad that helped you get to that realization. And again, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, my friend. 100%. Yeah, Ellie, and I agree. There should be more work opportunities for autistic people, and there isn't. I agree. And that's a major issue, absolutely. And that's one of the big talking points of my collab video coming out next week with Karen, that's really what her channel's about to many degrees. It really talks about career and work and workplaces. She's got some fascinating content. You should check it out. It's Proudly Autistic. All the pills, thank you for your message. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. So you've analysed the music from Love on the Spectrum as a musician, and you've decided that you agree that it is, in fact, infantile music. So kind of the music you would class as ableist or patronising. They use basic major scale intervals, basic 2-note bars. Okay, well, that's really fascinating insight from a musician, and I think that's been my decision too. Yeah, Lauren wants to know, Lauren, who's also an admin, wants to know for her content and her channel, which she is starting soon. Having a bit of a dilemma, guys. You can help her choose between a video on her childhood experience being early diagnosed, and is the other option medication? Lauren, is that what you're saying? The two options? So the two options are early diagnosis, so being diagnosed as a kid, and your experience growing up as a diagnosed autistic kid, or medication. I think they're the two options. I could be wrong. If that is, please let Lauren know. Because the more opportunity she has to make excuses for actually just recording a video and putting it out, the more it helps her maintain stories in her head that she's not good enough to make content. So if we can make sure that we continue to let her ask further questions, it will allow her an opportunity to continue to put off making a video and posting it. Just do it. Just do it, Lauren. What's the joke, Lauren? How many videos have I made? What's the joke people like to say? I always say, I've made how many videos? Anyone want to care to take the punchline here? That's right, Lauren. Do you know how many videos I've made? I've made over 700 videos. Now here's the point. How many are good? I don't know, 20? I've made over 700 videos. How many are actually good, or how many still get viewed more than like the first week they're put out? I don't know, maybe 20. And you're worried about the topic of your first video. Your first video will be the worst video you'll ever make. In the long term, no one will watch it or care about it. But it's important, because without a first video, you can't make the 700th video. You just gotta do it. Make the goddamn video. Post it now. I'm sick of talking about this. Just do it. I don't care about the topic. Nobody cares. Just be you and post it, for the love of Jesus. Seriously. Yes, Lauren. Okay. I want to see it up there tomorrow. You've got 24 hours to put your first video out. I'm done. Come on, let's go. This is the problem. You get stuck in your head, guys. 700 videos, and I'm telling you, I don't think more than 20 are good. But it doesn't mean I'm saying the other 680 are bad. I'm just saying the other 680 aren't especially getting watched a lot. It doesn't mean the topics aren't important. Topics are bloody important. But that's not how YouTube works. Most people don't go back to my channel and binge stuff, right? Like, there are incredibly important videos on my channel you've probably never seen. I mean, is there a single person in this chat right now? You can say yes or no. Is there a single person in this chat right now who will somehow badly judge Lauren and never watch her again based on her first ever video? Yes or no? Because let me tell you, if that was the case for me, I would have no subscribers. Have you seen my first ever video? Go to my channel, go to videos, click oldest. There's a character asking me questions in the style of an old school radio DJ, putting on a cheesy voice with a leather bomber jacket. What? I don't know if I can fix this, guys. I don't think you can hear me, and I don't think I can fix it. Can you hear me talking? Okay, you can hear me. I won't lie. I'm disappointed you can hear me. I could have used that as an out. Why didn't I use that as an out? I could have just start. God damn it! It's not happening again. I'm just making a joke. It's bloody fine. Absolutely nothing. Hear me? Right? Yeah, exactly. So why don't you see what I'm saying? What? If you've got a problem with it, you can go ahead and just go self. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. That's right. I mean, you really want to know what I think about this whole thing? I'll tell you what I think, my friend. I think this whole thing is an absolute, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So yes, there's something wrong with my phone. It's all fine. No reception, no battery, no issues. All good. Zoning out. Trying to refocus. Can't refocus. I don't know where the cats are in the house. Living in the grey area, cats are very much my special interest. Are they? Okay, cool. Well, we've got two of them. One's little and one's big. And God knows where they are. It's funny because Roger, the little one, he usually comes in here, but must be somewhere else. Whitney, they are getting along. But I'm glad you asked. So they're getting along for the most part during the day, but then at night time, they hiss and fight and like it's just bloody stupid. And I know it's play. And Roger, who's still very young, like I don't know if you class him as a kitten anymore, but he's only what would you say? Maybe under 6 months. Anyway, he's funny, mate. He'll like just come out of nowhere, fly through the sky and like jump onto her like and just swat her or whatever, you know? Or he'll walk by and give her a swat. He's just like looking for trouble. He's just looking for trouble. And Daisy, who's a much older cat, just kind of looks at him like, what are you doing? And Roger, he's a handful. And honestly, he's a little dude. Yesterday, Roger, who's a cat, by the way, a kitten or whatever, he took a dump in the sink of the toilet. So he's gone into the human toilet, not the cat toilet, the human toilet, but instead of using the toilet, he's taken a dump in the sink. Thanks, Roger. Really appreciate that, mate. I mean, the toilet's right there. If you're going to have a dump in the toilet, have a dump in the toilet. You can imagine our surprise when we walked into the bathroom to wash our hands before dinner. Oh, Nelly. What have we got here? That's not even a joke. That is not even a joke. I'm like coming inside after hanging out with the boys before dinner because daylight savings doesn't end yet for another week, I think. So it's still light at dinner time, but it won't be soon. Anyway, come in, wander into the bathroom. What the hell is this? Someone's had a dump in the sink. And I know it wasn't Daisy, and I know it wasn't our kids. Because they're more, they're kitten poos. They're just like a series of little circle things. Like, Roger, I didn't order chocolate covered sultanas. What is this? This is the sink, that's the toilet. If you're gonna crap in here, you crap in the toilet and you wash your paws here, mate. Anyway. Did it just freeze, Lauren? I don't think it did freeze. Maybe it was just you. Your video. That's funny. Hi, Luna. Hi. Abby. I'm so bad at these. I'm so sorry, Abby. Abby. ADHD channel. Hi, Ryan. I bought your book and it's super helpful. Your videos and book helped me a lot as an autistic and ADHD woman. It's really tough at the moment, but thank you so much for your wisdom. Well, thank you for your support, my friend. So tell us about your channel. Is it a channel you put content on? So it's Abby ADHD channel. I think I'm saying that right. Thank you for being here. Oh, there you go, Stormhawk. That makes a lot more sense. I'll just wander down to the bathroom and I'll just switch the sink and the toilet. That seems easy. Sure, the toilet will now be resting upon cupboards. Can you imagine? Where you going? I'm just going to the toilet. Okay. Why are you up there? Oh, we put the toilet on top of the sink. So, yeah, now it literally is a throne. Now you literally do sit on the throne. Okay, Abby. So it looks like okay, cool, man. Well, when you're ready, it'd be great to have you having you put stuff out. Hey from Alaska. Poop don't stank, Lauren. Yep. Roses really smell like boo-boo. Is that right? Roses really smell like boo-boo-boo. Caroline. It's less than 10 seconds, so it's fine. Big boy, do you like Imagine Dragon? I do. Yes, I do. And I don't care what anyone thinks about that. I do. And in fact, if you can't listen to the song Thunder by Imagine Dragons and not have the words resonate with you as your experience growing up different, you don't know the words of that song. You need to listen to the words of that song. Trust me. Videos discussing safe people. That's a great question. I think I mentioned the phrase safe people in almost all my videos. Is there a video specifically on safe people? No, there isn't. But the idea of people, the people that you trust, you feel comfortable with, they could be support workers, friends, family, partners. I mean, they are mentioned in all my videos because really they're part of the team of helping you navigate life. But no, I haven't done a video on it specifically. Alien, I don't think I've watched the YouTuber that you talk of. You said it's called, hang on. It's called Adult with Autism. It's not called Adult with Autism Orion, is it? Orion's the question mark. Anyway, I haven't. $11:36 a.m. on Tuesday, the 26th of March. That is the current date and time. Artsy Megs on Etsy, how are you? Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's 10. I made a mistake. Did I say 10? I made a mistake. It's 11. Did I say 10? I apologize. It's currently 11:37 a.m. Tuesday, 26th of March, 2032. I hope I got that correct. It's getting late where you guys are too. I should probably wind this up because it's not fair for our mods, and also it's getting late where people are, and I hate to string these out for too long. Okay, Elliot, I'll have a look. Stephen, thank you. And the burnout is getting more manageable. I appreciate that. The body rubber, just another thank you from a later diagnosed autistic person. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Abby's going to start hopefully posting videos in April, but your content has inspired me as well as other creators. Okay, Artie Megs, it sounds like it's a long, complicated process for you, but hopefully you're making small steps. You get there in the end. But goodness. The live stream froze. The live stream keeps freezing because it doesn't, but because I keep freezing. I keep freezing. Like, personally, there's this picture this, right? What you're seeing. So I can see myself on the screen. People are here watching, and there's these comments that are constantly, and my brain has to read them, but then they go before I can read them, and then I try. So my brain is constantly going, all right, I'm out. So good luck. You're on your own. So I apologize. I'm not doing very well. I just stop. My brain just stops, goes, nah, you're out. I'm out. Knocked up, hey. I'm so happy to hear the videos have been helpful for you. Single mum, 3 kids, under 13. Wow. Amazing. I don't know how you do it, but I'm happy to have you here, and thank you for saying hey. Is it Katja, the Audi artist? Hi. Sorry if I said that wrong. Flying Shrimp, you like the imposter syndrome video too? Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. It came out yesterday, and I'm glad it's resonating with you guys. I'm glad it's helping you feel validated and supported. That's what it's all about. Hi, Joel. Thank you. An issue with cheese, did you say, Lauren? Katja, I painted you as James Bond last night. Do you mean me? I'd like to see that. Dawn, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Yeah, my podcast, My Friend Autism, is absolutely a podcast that I do on a regular basis. At the moment, it's probably more fortnightly than weekly, just because of the demand with family stuff. But there's well over 50 episodes and growing. So thank you for listening or watching, or however you do it. Hi, Joseph. No haircut. In fact, I've got a haircut booked tomorrow, I believe. So there you go. Interestingly. And yeah, Whitney, you're mentioning, so I am definitely what you would class as probably intolerant or, sensitive to dairy. So I totally get the whole cheese thing. I absolutely love certain types of cheese. So I navigate that in different ways, but as an autistic person, I know it's probably a gut thing. The way we, our brain and our gut are connected, as you know, and we have a different brain, so our gut's going to be different. That's just science. Dairy is a big thing for me. I definitely don't like those kind of cheeses that are really crazy strong smelling, like they smell like feet or like they're blue or, but I definitely just do like lots of different cheeses. But an intolerance to dairy is a really common experience for me. It probably is for a lot of autistic people. How do I navigate that? I mean, a lot of times, we'll still get, for the boys, we'll still get cow's milk, so just standard milk, but we get the lactose-free version of the milk. So lactose-free milk. A lot of the sliced cheeses we get, lactose-free cheese. And then, other things, the dairy-based, you can just easily avoid. So just doing those simple things. Like if I make a coffee or order a coffee, like a latte or something, I'll get almond milk. Not because I need it, because almond milk just hits differently than if I got a standard milk latte. Your belly feels bloated and yuck. Almond milk doesn't. It tastes okay, and it's, doesn't do anything to my belly. So, yeah, can totally relate to that. Yeah, Abby, you could definitely write that down for content for a video. The way your gut responds to stress, the way your gut responds to dysregulation, meltdowns, that kind of thing. You should definitely write that down, and you should definitely make a video on that or content on that, just your experiences. Because see, the gut is connected to the brain, and clearly if you're stressed or anxious or depressed or dysregulated as an autistic person, that will manifest in your gut. And a lot of times, autistic people can feel bloated, or it can affect how they go to the toilet. Like it can do anything from make you feel bloated and bellyache, constipated, to the reverse, right? And that can actually all be triggered by the brain, and of course diet. So it's a really great insight to talk about gut problems as an autistic person, because we experience gut problems very differently, because again, brain, gut, different brain. But yeah, definitely do not credit me, Abby. You do not need to credit me. It was your idea. You put it in the messages. I'm just saying you should do it. And yeah, I think you'll really enjoy that topic, because you can relate to it. If you're going to make content, don't make content on videos you don't want to do. If you can really relate to something, like I hate when I get cramps or bloating or constipation or diarrhea or feel yuck my gut when I'm having a stressful or a meltdown or burnout or shutdowns, you're going to want to know more about that. You're going to want to talk about it. So yeah, it's a bloody great idea of yours. Yeah, lactose intolerant diet could be like, more vegan stuff, 100%. Dawn, yes, I would say our autistic son has gut issues, 100%. And a lot of the times we know it's through anxiety. It's through stress and anxiety, managing the world as an autistic kid. We also know if he has too much dairy. He has too much dairy, we know. The way he's acting with his belly aches and trying to go to the toilet, and it will, it can really constipate autistic people, too much dairy, I've found, the way that our guts work, so. Hi, Kiwi. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I definitely heard of Chloe. She's doing amazing things. I mean, she's on an international Netflix show. What's it called? It's called Heartbreak High. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, she's great. There you go, Abby. You've got even more information than me already. Nerves and all these different things. Amazing. Regulation. All right. It's getting close to lunchtime for me, so it's time for me just to wind this up and take a breather before I keep working on stuff for the end of the week. Hi, Hadley. I'm good. How are you? You can answer, but I might not be here. But hi. Alien, no. I don't really socialize outside of my family, no. I don't really have any friends, to be honest with you. Jessica, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for your channel. Parenting your autistic son. You wonder when you should start letting him watch my content. I think he'd find my content pretty boring, to be honest. Like my 10-year-old son, Conan, he wouldn't watch my videos. They're probably like over the top, boring. I find older autistic kids really relate to the content on some of the videos, but I don't really position it for kids. So that's a tricky one. You could go back to my library of live streams and look for the ones you can see Conan in the thumbnail, my son. If there's any live streams in the live stream playlist that has Conan in the thumbnail, you can watch those because Conan in the thumbnail is probably 7, 8, 9, 10. That might be more relatable for him. All right. Hey, thanks, Whitney, and thanks, Lauren, for helping me today. I appreciate it. The last 100 minutes we've been going. Thank you for all your help, guys. I appreciate it. It's been amazing. And thank you for everyone who tuned in and chilled out and said hey and hung out. It's been fun hanging out with you guys. I appreciate it. Have a great night, Whitney, and get ready for your. Hope you have good luck, Whitney, with your school break coming up. And Lauren, thank you for your help. And don't need to say it again, my friend. No more talking about what videos you're going to do. Just do the video and put it out. Enough is enough. Let's get the ball rolling here. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you all. You're all amazing. Thank you so much for being part of this amazing community. I'll go and work on more videos for you, okay? I'll keep working hard for you guys. I'm sure I'll do another one of these before Easter or during Easter, so don't worry. It's all good. See you guys. I'm giving you a little bit of time here to say goodbye to everyone. Just letting you say goodbye to everyone. Not to cut you off, but this is me saying goodbye. I'm glad you guys met cool people too. Thank you for mentioning that too. I'm out. See you guys. You're the best. Bye.